Hey there everybody, Mazarok here, and today we are going over Brewmaster rotation tips. This one here can get a little bit complicated, but there is a nice rhythm and flow that you can practice and get into it. So we're going to be talking about core abilities. This is non-tier set, beginner, basics, and just try and get into that rhythm and flow. If you like this sort of content, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It goes such a long way towards helping out the channel. There's a Patreon link down below if you wish to support me directly with early access videos, early access tank club guides with like all of my work in progress and all of that. Take a look if you wish to support me down below. There's a Discord link as well. Come join a wonderful community full of great people, and a Twitch link if you want to come watch me stream. I stream all 6 tank play, all 6 tanks. So let's get into it though. So core abilities, the things that we have to talk about when talking about Brewmaster, right? So obviously there is Spinning Crane Kick, a channeled ability that deals AoE damage. Very simple, but something you obviously just need to know about. This will also draw in healing spheres towards you. There is Tiger Palm. Now this is mainly used in single target scenarios where you can weave this in, but you do not want to be spamming this in AoE. In fact, in AoE, it's pretty safe to just kind of not hitting it. Blackout Kick, nice short cooldown. Strike with a blast of chi energy. You deal a bunch of physical damage, and with the right talents, you hits more than just one target, right? Then we go over to Brewmaster. Now, Keg Smash is your most important ability. This is going to be able to give you the most amount of snap threat, and is also going to be your highest damaging ability. Breath of Fire applies a dot if they're affected by Keg Smash already, so you're going to want to be opening with Keg Smash, but also applies a damage reduction as well. And I am running the Dragonfire brew for this one. I find that Charred Passions can be a little bit more complicated for beginners, so I'm running the Dragonfire brew build. There is a tank club link down below towards that guide there if you want any talent codes or anything like that. And of course, Rushing Jadewind, you can opt out of this for special delivery, and that's perfectly fine, but I find with Rushing Jadewind, you're just not as energy starved and the rotation flows a little bit better. So for beginners, it might be better to get used to pressing that one button, that one extra button, than to try and manage your energy as hard as it can be with all of the different buttons. And of course, we have Rising Sun Kick, which is a single target ability that deals a lot of damage on a fairly short cooldown. So this is a variable cooldown. It is affected by some of your stats. So when we're getting into a pull, you always want to be opening up with Rushing Jadewind. That is the big thing there. Before you're even near the enemies, get this going, because this can be hit now. Boom, you've got it going, easy peasy. Then you're going to be cycling through Blackout Kick, Breath of Fire, Keg Smash, and Spinning Crane Kick. Not necessarily in that order, mind you, but those are the four main abilities, that you're going to be cycling through, and then you're going to be weaving in your Rushing Jadewind uptime and your Rising Sun Kicks. So Brewmaster has quite a bit of button bloat when it comes down to it. As you can see, my keybinds are rather extensive, but at the same time, you have a lot of offensive abilities and a lot of non-spammable abilities. You cannot just spam any of these buttons like you could with other tanks, as you know, or as close to spamming as you can get, right? You just don't have the energy regeneration, the resource generation, or anything like that to be able to always kind of have that upkeep. Another thing to note is Weapons of Order. If you are spec'd into it, I would be. When you do use it, you instantly gain a charge of Keg Smash. So one thing that you'd want to do is open up with a Keg Smash, and then you can hit your Weapons of Order to gain another Keg Smash. Now here I didn't have Rushing Jadewind going. So one thing that I like to do is Blackout Kick, Keg Smash, Breath of Fire, Spinning Crane Kick. Keep it nice and simple. And with that, you're going to be able to reduce your brews with Blackout Combo and all of that fun stuff. But then you can weave in Rushing Jadewind and Rising Sun Kick when you have the chance. But you're always managing your energy, right? That's kind of the key. And with Blackout Combo, you always want to be you always want to go Blackout Kick into Keg Smash. That's the really important thing to be doing, because that way you're going to be reducing the cooldown of your brews by quite a large amount. And by keeping to this rotation, you're never going to cap on energy, but you're always going to be, you're never going to be energy starved, and that can be very, very important. So as you can see there, the only offensive I used, no Bone Dust Brew, no Exploding Keg, was Weapons of Order. And with that, I dealt 107k on that pull. Now this is just a normal mythic. There's nothing extenuatingly special about this dungeon right now, but it just kind of gives you a little bit of everything that you need to kind of show you what I mean. So with that, we'll do that again. You want to open up with a Rushing Jadewind, Keg Smash, Breath of Fire, Spinning Crane Kick to get that AoE threat, and then you start into your rotation of Blackout Kick, Keg Smash, Breath of Fire, Spinning Crane Kick, Blackout Kick, Keg Smash, Breath of Fire, Spinning Crane Kick. And always try and keep those going. Use Expel Harm when you have the chance to heal yourself up. Really, there's no reason outside of healing to ever really use that. And weave in your offensives when you can. And then with that, you're just going to be able to kind of keep things going. Now, when to use Purifying Brew, because you obviously need to be managing Stagger. That is an off-the-global cooldown ability, so you don't need to worry about that too much right now. Just use it when you have, you know, a little bit of Stagger that you want to clear off, need some healing, and things like that. And you're working your way through. Here we're going to use Touch of Death, and we're going to end the pull, and then boom, I'm back to full health with Expel Harm. So get that basic rhythm and flow of the rotation down of Blackout Kick, Keg Smash, Breath of Fire, or Spinning Crane Kick. You can alternate between Breath of Fire and Spinning Crane Kick, but do know that with every Keg Smash, you're going to reset the cooldown of your Breath of Fire with this talent setup here, and some Salabim's Strength. That is definitely a word to say. So with that, you're going to want to be using your Bone Dust Brew, Exploding Kegs, and all of your offensive cooldowns whenever you can. You can use Ox, you know, all of that fun stuff, and really not have a problem there. But keep up Rushing Jadewind when you can. Pepper it in. This is a no energy cost ability. Rising Sun Kick as well for your prio target damage. But if you keep to that nice alternation of Blackout Kick, Keg Smash, Breath of Fire, Spinning Crane Kick, you're never going to cap on energy, and you're never going to be energy starved, especially when you have these two buttons here of Rushing Jadewind and Rising Sun Kick. Now, if you opt for Special Delivery, which you can absolutely do, you will remove this button of Rushing Jadewind, which is going to mean that you're going to need to keep your rotation a little bit tighter, and it's going to be a little bit more punishing if you decide to kind of go a little bit faster or hit a couple of energy spenders quickly in a row. But that's kind of the basics of what you need to understand the Brewmaster rotation, and when you understand that one, you're going to get big value out of Blackout Combo, making your Celestial Brew an absolute, like, monster of a short CD down to like 14 seconds, 16 seconds or something like that. Really, really short, but then you do have options here as well. So with Blackout Combo, Keg Smash reduces the reigning cooldowns of your brews by an additional 2 seconds. This is a total of 5, which is why I always say go Blackout Combo into Keg Smash with this button here, because, you know, Fortifying Brew, Celestial Brew, Purifying Brew, these are all abilities that get reduced by that, which is very, very huge. But you can also opt for Purifying Brew to pause your stagger damage for 3 seconds, which is very big. You can also go Breath of Fire for more damage. When you know you're not in trouble, you can up that, go into a Blackout Combo to Breath of Fire to gain the extra dot damage from... Because an extra 50% along with the Dragonfire Brew of up to another 100% based on your level of stagger can be pretty big damage once you learn to manage that. But there's a lot of little nuances to the Brewmaster rotation, but I wanted to go over the very basics, get into that rhythm and flow of it, because there very much is, and when you are in that rhythm and flow of it, you will notice that you are incredibly tanky, you're never energy starved, and you always have what you need. But your 4 main abilities, Peppering, Rushing Jadewind, and Rising Sun Kick, And then using Purifying Brew when you can off the global cooldown is going to net you a lot of good. You can also pull at range with Chi Wave, which I do a lot, but now we're starting to get into more main rotation buttons when really this is about the core basics and how to get into it. But thank you very much for listening, everyone. I hope you're having yourselves a wonderful day. Happy tanking. Bye.